Hey guys, it's Charlotte, and today's video is going to be a story time. This happened it happened over a course of time. It's kind of like, it's like a themed story time. So it's going to be about pets, and I have a few different stories about pets, which I'm going to tell you because I have a really bad past with pets. We had my whole family, we shared like this, what's it called? It's like a certain type of crab that you have as a pet, a hermit crab, okay. Hermit crab, that nothing really bad happened to that, it just like died after a while. Like we took care of it, like it died. We've had a lot of fish. I named my very first fish Alvin. And that one died because we put it was a betta fish, and we put it in another tank with a different we put it in the same tank with another betta fish. Can I die now? Is that an option? Yeah, we put it in the same tank as a different betta fish. My whole family did not know that betta fish ate betta fish. So we go to vacation, right? Okay, so my fish were fine after like 2 weeks of living with each other in the same tank. My two betta fish, they were fine. We fed them. A really weird fact about me is I held my fish. Like I would literally scoop my hands and like try to hold a fish, and I hold it for like 5 seconds. I drop it for a few seconds, and I put it like back in the tank, and it'd be fine. Yeah, I held my fish. That's really weird. But one day, me and my family went to vacation to my aunt's house, which is like 5 hours away from where I live. We came back after, I don't know how long, it was like a few days or something. We came back, and one of the fish was my fish, one of them was my sister's fish. I remember mine was blue and my sister's was pink. The pink one was at the bottom of the tank, torn in half, and there was like white stuff coming out of it. And it was dead. So, yeah, that was really weird. My sister, one time, me and my sister were just hanging out, and the fish was alive. It was my sister's fish. We were just hanging out in a room, and her fish was on her tank. This was like a few years before my first fish. Her fish was just on her desk, and we saw it swimming around. We were on a computer. We got distracted. A few hours later, we saw it, and it was like face plant into the rocks. So, yeah. Another fish story happened actually like 2 years ago. 2 fish. So my sister had fish. I had fish. My sister has fish. So I had fish in here. And they lived, but for like 2 years. My sister had a fish, and it started growing a really big belly. And it looked so funny. We didn't know what was wrong, so we thought it had a cancer. We're like, oh, we can't really do anything about that, so we just let it die. A few days later, actually like a few months later, it died. The belly exploded. The belly literally exploded. And it died. That happened twice to my sister. Ironic? No, it literally happened 2 times in like the same year or something to my sister, that her fish had cancer. I saw this tweet on Twitter. Hold on. I saw this tweet on Twitter, and I retweeted it. So yeah, basically that was a tweet on my Twitter, and the same exact thing happened to me when I was like, I don't even know. I don't even remember when this happened because my mom just told me about it like literally a year ago. Basically, we had 2 cats, Pharaoh and I just forgot one of them, but they were outdoor cats. They barely ever came into the house. After a few years, they died after getting eaten by coyotes. I mean, we're guessing, like, one day they just, like, stopped coming. We're just like, oh, okay, guess they're dead. But basically, like, maybe a year before they died, my dad was driving, or no, I think it was my mom. My mom was driving, and she sees a dead cat that looks exactly like one of the cats that we had. And she's like, oh my God, our cat died. So she calls my dad. She's like, oh my God, a cat just died. You need to come and pick it up. Our cat died, our cat died, right? That's what we thought. So my dad comes, picks up the dead cat from the street, and like, I don't know what he does with it, buries it. I don't know what he did. But 5 hours later, when he gets home and everyone's eating dinner, we hear meow, 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 and we go outside, and we think that we're gonna see the other cat, and then like we thought that the other one was dead, right? No, they both come inside to eat their food. So yeah. My dad picked up a random dead cat, and I think he buried it or something. But yeah, it wasn't our dead cat. It was somebody else's dead cat because our cat was still alive. So yeah, but after like a year, it actually did die. Like both the cats died. They just like didn't show up to our house one day. So, this next one is hamster. This is the hamster chapter, and this it's a really touchy subject for me. Okay, so I've had 3 hamsters in my life. The first one named Cuddles. And Cuddles had a pink cage. I treated it so well. I held it. I played with it. I fed it. I gave it water. And it lasted like 1.5 years. And one day it died and I was like bawling my eyes out. Okay. So it was fun. Like it lived like a pretty long life for a hamster. Like nothing bad happened. So then after a few months I decided to get another hamster. So I get one and I named it Primrose after the Hunger Games. So Primrose I got a new cage for her because it was like a birthday present from my aunt. My aunt lives 5 hours away, so we went to the pet store there and we're like, I love this. Like we found a hamster that I really liked, so my aunt got me that hamster in a really cool cage, and basically we drove the hamster to Petco people if it would be okay. They said, oh yeah, traveling hamsters, like it'll be fine. So I had the hamster in it was like literally a party. It was like a Chuck E. Cheese's for hamsters cage. It was the biggest thing ever. And we still have it in my garage. And it's not using it because we haven't had a hamster in our house for like, I don't know, like 3 years. Anyway, so we bring it home from my aunt's house, which is 5 hours away. And the hamster is living in the Chuck E. Cheese's for hamsters. And it's fine for like 1 week, 2 weeks, right? One day I feed it, I give it water, I pet it, I hold it, I play with it. I do everything you're supposed to do with a hamster. I was the best hamster sitter ever. Right, sitter, I was really good to it, okay? So, one day I come home from school, tramping. I'm like, oh, no. I'm gonna go play with my hamster for like 5 minutes. I open the cage, and I'm like, where's my hamster? I dig underneath, and what do I see? My little Primrose laying down, and I'm like, wait, oh my God, she's like a rock. Wake up! I'm like, wake up! And it died. And I'm like, oh my God, what did I do wrong? Okay? I didn't know what I did wrong, okay? I was being such a good hamster person. And while Cuddles and Primrose, my sister had one hamster, and she didn't even clean its cage. My mom had to do it for her. I cleaned my own hamster's cage. My sister took such bad care of her hamster. Her hamster escaped twice, and we lost it for like 5 hours, and we finally found it behind like my mom's cabinet. And by the way, we have a cat, so it could have gotten eaten by my cat, but it escaped its cage twice. And my sister didn't clean her hamster's cage. My mom had to do it for her. But I took such good care of both my hamsters, and one of them died in 1.5 years, and the other one died in 2 weeks. Okay, the final chapter. The last hamster. Okay, so I decide after like a month or so after Primrose died, I'm like, I need another chance. So I go to Petco, I pick up my hamster, and of course, like always, Petco people are like, this hamster is the friendliest one we have! I get my hamster, and I put it in its Chuck E. Cheese for kids. I give it water, I give it food, I play with it, I give it such an amazing life. And after 2 weeks, I trample down home from school, and I go to play with my hamster. I dig underneath the stuff that's in the hamster cages. What is that called? I don't know. And what do you think I see? I see dead Primrose number 2, because I named it Primrose 2. I see a dead Primrose number 2 laying down after 2 weeks. Dead. Infuriated. Seriously, I still don't know to this day why my hamsters died that short, but as you can see, I did not have hamsters after that. My sister's hamster lasted like over 2 years, like 2.5 years, and 2 of my hamsters died after 2 weeks, and one of them only lasted 1.5 years. Like, and I took such good care of them. A weird fact about me and my hamsters is that this is really weird. Oh my God, I don't know why I'm admitting this. It's so gross. So, what I did was I flipped my hamster over, I spread apart its legs, and I like to watch my hamster poo. Yeah, I'm not even lying. Like, I would get in my I got my hamster, and I would, like, all three of them, I would flip them over, spread their legs open, and I would, like, I would like to watch the poo come out. Like, ew, like, now my family talks about it, like, oh my god, remember that time when you liked to watch your hamster poo? I was like, I was in 3rd grade, okay? Not serious, this is my pet story time saga. I was really annoying and loud in this video. It's just because I'm home alone and I get really mad about the subject. I'm sorry this video is long, but you're gonna have to deal with it. Subscribe to the channel and join the stars, or don't if you don't want to. And I will see you guys next time if you come back, which you probably won't. Okay, bye guys.